Hey, this is Taylor with Believe in the Run.
And this is Reese with Believe in the Run.
And we've run in a lot of shoes this year.
So many.
These are the ones that came out to be the best in our reviewers,
Yes.
the Dirt Division reviewers' minds. And part of it is going to be like pigeon score. We give a pigeon score to all the shoes, so that means form, fit, and function. So that came into play, but also just the overall experience and our reviewers' votes on which shoes were the best this year. And it's getting harder every year.
The cream of the crop is like very creamy.
It's creamy.
It's very creamy.
What used to be a thin layer you could just skim off is now like fairly thick. There's a lot of like legitimately good options.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to it. Our first category is the do it all category. So these are the ones that if you're just grabbing for a shoe, what would be kind of like your one shoe quiver? One shoe that could do it all or most of the terrain really well. And runner up was the Topo Athletic Mountain Racer 4, which has been, it's in its fourth iteration. The first iteration was like, won some awards for us back in the day. Like, I feel like it was pre-2020.
Okay, I haven't run in this shoe, so I'm not super familiar.
Yeah, and so what's really nice about it is that it's just standard in some ways of like a fairly standard foam. This zip foam is nice. It kind of meets the middle of like having some cushion, a little bit of zing, or I should say zip to it instead of zing because zip foam. And just like fairly protective.
Dad joke.
Yeah. But where it had lacked in the past few years is that the fit was not conducive to being a true mountain racer.
Okay.
And it is again. And so it's just a good general shoe. You get like 5 or 6 millimeter Vibram lugs.
For sure, 5 at least.
Yeah, so you could kind of go on anything. It ran fine on like gravel and light trail too, but you can go up to that technical stuff. And a lot of people really love that anatomical toe box. A lot of people.
I don't.
Truth be told,
I'm not speaking up on this one.
But of all the votes that we got this year, more people voted on this shoe for multiple different categories than any other shoe.
Yeah.
So one for the do-it-all category is a shoe that you haven't run in, but I know you wish to.
Yeah, this one looks so good. I am like the North Face super fan.
Yeah. And for some reason, this is the Vective Infinite 3. For some reason, this one wasn't heavily marketed in the U.S.
Yeah,
and at least
so
initially, they didn't know if it was going to come to the U.S.
Interesting.
Which is weird because the previous version was quite popular.
I love the previous version. I feel like it's such a good shoe. When you look at like the bigger, like the race shoe version, which is like carbon plate, it's just like not quite as like robust maybe for an everyday, and it's a bit higher price point. I think it's like $250.
Yeah.
This is just like an everyday, do everything, beat the heck out of it. And it's like a daily driver kind of thing.
Again, kind of like the Mountain Racer, I think it has a slightly more aggressive outsole. It's going to be slightly lower to the ground compared to the other models. But it's still kind of in that moderate stack category that can give you the cushion and protection that most people want on the trails. But the fit is really where it's at. Like its racing counterpart, the Vective Pro or Vective Sky 2.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what is the
and
naming?
So it really gives you a really nice overall fit for the technical stuff. Really hits home like in that moderate terrain, but can go on the lower technicality too. But so it can go on a lot of different stuff. And that Dream Foam,
love it.
Moneymaker.
Yep.
Okay, now we'll go into the high stack category.
Let's do it.
Which the two shoes we just looked at in the do-it-all category could fit into this, but these shoes are really borderline. They're high stack, borderline that 40 millimeter area where it really gets into max stack, which is just kind of wild that we have to split between those. But most of the shoes that we got this year ended up being in this high stack category, so it was like quite competitive.
Yeah.
And the runner-up for this category was the Saucony Exodus Ultra 4. And you didn't run in this one either.
I did not, no.
But I wish you had, because there's a lot of things you would like about it.
Yeah.
Like a really fairly snug fit, especially
like
through that midfoot and heel, which
Love
has
a snug heel.
So good. It's it's so necessary.
Yeah. I'm like, running on technical terrain, you just like, that's why I struggle with like the Topo, and like, I'm much more of a fan of Snug. It's because you just feel a little more confident and a less hesitant going down any steep things, up any steep things. You just feel locked in for greatness. Locked in for greatness.
Is the past couple years, they've really kind of messed around with heels quite a bit.
Yeah.
And so I really like that this one just really has a lot of structure, padding, to be able to go to the distance. The previous version of the shoe upped the stack height, and so it's like finally able to like really own the name Exodus Ultra.
Yeah.
I feel, and so that was like, it's a dual layered midsole, little more burly on the outer layer, and then it has a softer, more energetic core. So that's a good recipe. And they finally added some Vibram to this recipe.
Thank God.
Thank God. And so this was one that I felt like it was truly high stack in terms of cushion and protection, but you could go on even more technical stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to do a mountainous 100, this is a shoe that I could easily see people go into. So
love that.
Boom.
And our winner is the North Face Endurus 4. I'm just a huge fan of North Face in general, and a lot of it just has to do with the fit. Like I like a snug heel and a snug midfoot, and then like slight room in the toe box. And this has, I feel like, a little more room than the Infinite. I always want to call it Infinity.
Infinity.
The Infinite.
I don't think anybody's going to argue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the Dream Foam. I have struggled with high stack this year because of my ankle. But I feel like this is a pretty stable shoe. And again, it's just like a do-it-all awesome shoe. Like run anywhere. And I've run from like my house to the trails on gravel roads in this shoe. And I've never felt like uncomfortable. And even though it does have some pretty significant lugs, I think they're like 5 millimeters.
I believe so.
It doesn't feel like heavy and weighted down.
Yeah, it's one of those shoes, like I feel like this iteration of Dream Foam, even compared to its racing counterpart, had a little more responsiveness.
Yeah.
Because of that Vective technology, it was like stable without being over controlling.
Yeah.
And you could just run a lot of different miles in it. I was really impressed with this shoe.
And I think I'm spacing on the price point, but I believe it's like 160. Yeah. Wow, I remember that.
That'll come up again later.
Yeah, I think just like for a shoe that's $160, I felt that like I put a lot of miles into mine, and I think it just lasted a really long time, and it was just a nice quality shoe for the price. So I think that's why it's also number one.
Well, spoiler alert, let's just go to it. Best value shoe, we'll do best value shoe. This is the winner as well. So kind of hitting two birds with one stone. Because this one, I thought, well, one, it got a lot of votes for that do-it-all category because it could really do it all, whether you're going fast, far, anything. Seth Ruling, North Face athlete, uses this. He used it for a course record at Black Canyon last year. Oh, wow. Top 10 finish at Western States. So it's can be used for a race day shoe as well. Yeah. But it's also just a really good daily driver. And at $160,
it's pretty good.
That's why it wins out for the best value category as well.
Love this shoe. Highly recommend, obviously. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 for sure.
Are we doing...
well, then the runner-up to that shoe in the best value category was the Saucony Paragon 15, which neither of us ran in it personally. I've run in many of the older iterations. Have you run in it before?
I ran in like the OG, the first, way back when it was like a super minimal shoe. Like you could just feel everything. So I think it's probably changed.
And that's what our reviewers love most about it now. Now the foam has caught up to being a more modern foam. So it's got a little bit of bounce. It's also like not too bouncy that it's taking away from your ground feel, but it also has that aggressive lugs and really nice fit, like a really slim, secure fit. And so I've always liked this shoe, but I think that the last two iterations, especially this one, coming in at $140.
Wow, Saucony.
Great value shoe.
Loving
overall.
that.
Now, if they could get that Vibram Mega Grip on the bottom of that, now we're talking.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
Let's go to the Max Cushy category.
More cushion.
For the pushin'.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I use that in almost every review.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm like, I remember when that was like a whole, anyway.
Yeah. High school, man.
High school, just juveniles, the youths.
The youths.
Okay.
But
Max.
I mean, now we're adults and we can translate that to being your ultra-friendly descriptor of the Max cushion category. And runner-up is the Hoka Mafate 5.
We've both run in this shoe.
We've both run a lot in this shoe.
Yeah.
And whereas some people, I'm just going to get it out there again because it keeps coming up.
Yep.
This is very different than the Mafate Speed 4, and it's meant to be.
Okay.
And so this also has like borderline 45 or 44 millimeters of stack in the heel.
A thick shoe.
It's one of the thickest shoes we've ever run in. It might be, wait, the Mafate X is the highest stack shoe I've ever been in. This might be second.
Okay.
Or third. It's up there at any
I'm
rate.
probably 5'4" in this shoe.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And so it's just one of those shoes that you get all that cushion.
Yeah.
It's like you feel it. It's
Yeah.
bouncy through that heel, but it has this forefoot, they call it a plate, but it's this, I'm trying to think of the technology right now. At any rate, what it does for you is that it just holds the structure of the forefoot. So you're gonna, which is one of those things that really deteriorates some of these Max Stack shoes. A lot of them do have this curved forefoot, that rocker, but it ends up flattening out as you go.
And people will start rolling in.
Exactly.
And so that's really nice that they have that.
Yeah, so keeping that structure, I think, made all the difference for the shoe, that it's gonna have some longevity, even though it has a lot of soft foam, a pretty good fit. I was able to run a more technical stuff in this.
Not me.
Felt really good.
I was not.
So yeah, that's really gonna depend on the runner for sure, but also has this Vibram Mega Grip with those micro traction lugs.
I like the micro lugs a lot.
And so, yeah, it's kind of a ton of cushion that can roll. It can roll really well.
People at UTMB were racing in this.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
like on all distances, I think. We saw this show.
Yeah, easy to see it with that blue as well. Okay, but it didn't win out
Did
first
not
place
win.
in terms of our votes. What did win?
Was it this guy? Yes.
Oh, yes, that one.
Which also, okay, so this is the New Balance Hierro A?
V9.
V9.
I know. There's
Man, I know. Okay, so this is the Hierro from New Balance V9. I think I ran in the V1 back in the day and was not super excited, and that was years ago.
And one of my first shoes to review was the V5, which was a very different shoe from this. I wore it casually more than anything.
Yeah, I wasn't able to like run in the original, but I loved this one. Again, it doesn't feel like a Max Stack shoe to me, but
it rolled really nicely. That was one of the things that it was just one of those things that just kind of took over, that really unique forward motion over that big toe in this shoe in particular.
But it just felt like, I don't know how to describe it necessarily, like without it sounding too cushy, but it was like running on a very stable cloud. Where I was like, I could run so many miles in this shoe and my feet would not hate me. It was like responsive, and you could feel like it
that
carry
fresh foam
you.
X
it was so nice. Good. Yeah, like you didn't feel like you got like bogged down in mud, but it was like a nice spring and boing to it. Is the technical term. Boing.
The super boing.
Boing. But I loved this shoe. I thought it was great. I still run in it.
And I would say that to me, this ran a little bit short, like it was a little stumpy, but it does have a slightly broader forefoot. So I kind of like that. I feel like people who don't want to maybe go to the wide forefoot could be accommodated by either of these options, to be honest.
Which is interesting because I feel like I like a bit of a shorter shoe, so this fit me really well, where I feel like Hoka tends to, I size half size down in Hoka, and I still feel like I want it just like a little bit shorter, but I don't like toenails, so mine are all gone.
Exactly. And I just pulled off a couple like 2 days ago.
I have like 4 toenails.
That's all right.
But both of these have some degree of a Vibram light base with the little micro treads.
Which I feel like this category especially one, it was one of the more competitive
Yeah.
categories. We're just seeing a ton of shoes in this category. But if you like put them side by side, they both have an engineered mesh upper. They
Yeah.
both have that Vibram Mega Grip outsole, and they
They have,
both
like, the
have
same
a
laces,
super
too.
critical. I know. So it's like feels like an identical shoe.
Yeah.
At least looks like an identical shoe on paper.
Yeah.
But the experience you get from either of
Yeah.
them is actually quite different. And so,
When was the
interesting.
last time we had a New Balance?
oh gosh, I hope we get more.
Like, I haven't seen.
Which I was told last year, 2026 is the New Balance year.
Okay.
So,
I hope someone from New Balance is watching this. We're ready for you.
all right, next category is the technical category, where in our minds, when you think technical, could mean like rocks and roots and anything, but at any rate, it's if you have to look where you're putting your foot
Yeah.
pretty much every step,
You can't be
that's
daydreaming.
technical. Can't be daydreaming at all, unless
Very
it's about
present.
rocks and roots that are right in front of you.
So this is. Are we doing runner up first?
Here, let's do the runner-up.
Yeah.
So our runner-up in this category
The
was
Arc'teryx.
Vertex. This is the
Speed.
low version. Yes, Vertex Speed Low. You have the high version.
I have both.
Oh,
Both.
fancy.
I like this shoe a lot. It's a really interesting shoe where like this specific model feels a little bit more of an approach shoe. So like I'm not going to be doing an ultra in this. I think my foot's
and it's
too
made that
sensitive.
way, right?
Yes.
They come right out and say this is slightly modeled after approach shoe, as you can
Yeah.
see from those aesthetics on the forefoot. It's a little beefier
Yep.
with the protection around here.
Yeah. It would be like doing a flat iron in Boulder.
Mm-hmm.
Like this shoe is snug. Your foot is not moving in it. This
Super light.
Yeah, and like this little knit is just so nice. It kind of just forms to your foot. And then if you get the high version, it's definitely like way more around your ankle, which I enjoyed. But the grip on this.
Vibram again.
Yeah.
How many shoes have Vibram these days?
All of them.
All of them.
But like, and you can see even just like how narrow this is. Like
Yeah.
this is it's like climby shoe, like class 5 easy. It was just such a fun, unique shoe for me
Yeah.
to wear. Like
So what would you wear this for in technical terrain? Like you saying
like-
flat irons?
flat irons, like if you're doing one of like the Cirque series races, which tend to be a little shorter, they have scrambly sections, like this would be the perfect shoe for that.
Or if you're one who just like peak bagging with
Yes.
the scrambly section toward
Yeah.
the top, that kind
You're
of stuff.
a hiker that's not that like wants to run in between hiking sections.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Perfect
that'd
shoe
be
for
awesome.
that.
So it also is technically a dual density foam. Like this orange is much softer, which for such a low shoe,
Yeah.
to have these like modern foams that still can give you a little bit of protection, but also a little bit of comfort. And then this black wedge is actually firmer for
Really firm.
more.
Yeah. That toe grip.
Yep.
But I mean, this is like pure Arc'teryx brand, like
Yep.
light mountaineering, light climbing, light running. Like if you're in that like trifecta, it's
Yeah.
the perfect shoe for that.
I mean, and it looks good.
It-
I've loved what
it does
Arc'teryx
look-
is doing.
Super nice.
But that's not our top guy.
The top winner is my personal favorite shoe. I run in it all the time. I buy this shoe.
I want to run in it all the time.
I personally purchased this shoe to race in. This is the North Face Summit Series Sky 2. Vective Sky 2.
When I'm typing that out, I always want to skip it, but it's the
It's the
Vective part.
Vective.
It is the plates that they're using. There's certain Vective system for stability.
This is like the little show of the plate, which is
yeah.
like a little carbon.
And they labeled it
Vective. Just so we don't forget. But like most of the shoes we've seen have some kind of Vibram outbase or like sole to it, but this one does not.
It doesn't.
It's the North Face proprietary surface control.
with no vowels.
Yeah, no vowels.
Yeah.
Surface control.
Everything, everyone's getting rid of vowels these days.
Done.
Yeah.
It's just cutting them out. We don't need them. Useless weight.
Yeah.
So there's less weight on the name because it's surface control. Control doesn't have the vowels. But I love it. The grip is so good. I feel like compared to the previous version, the Dream foam is way more resilient.
Well, the version before this, the first one, didn't
not.
have any.
Did not have
so
Dream.
like this year, they just gave it the Dream treatment. But
Yeah.
this Dream foam feels slightly different than the other shoes we've talked about already.
Yeah.
And so
like I have run 47 miles in this shoe. I've run 100K in this shoe. Might not recommend 100K. My feet were not super happy, but for almost everything, like even if it wasn't technical, I did 100K at Javelina in
Yeah.
these, and I loved them. I was like, I'm feeling good.
They kind of feel like that track spike-esque.
Yep.
Give that vibe, really light, really fast, and even the carbon plate that's in it, the Vective
Yeah.
plate, I would say, in my experience, you did get a little bit of propulsion when you're able to open it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was really just like super dynamic stability,
I was gonna say,
lightweight stability.
I have basically like almost shattered my ankle thrice times this year. Thrice times. So this shoe has taken me through Trans Rockies. I have done all of my training runs in it because I'm just so confident in the shoe that I'm like, I will trust my ankle to only this shoe. One other shoe, which is also here, but I love everything
get
about
to
this
that.
shoe.
Our next category is kind of the opposite.
Yeah.
Opposite end of the spectrum from technical. And this is our door to trail category. At least that's what we're giving
Yeah.
the title of it.
I
But it has
think-
many other names.
Yeah, I recall Robbie calling it the door to forest, the
Oh.
DTF. So I was like, all right, Robbie.
I think we need hats now.
I need
that
like a
will-
door to forest.
Yeah, because that's the only thing
'Cause
I've
I
ever
am-
heard it mean.
I am loving this category. I'm super
Dude,
into the
yeah.
DTF category.
I am into the DTF category as well. Some might call it gravel as well, which to be fair, this is our runner-up. This is the Craft Explorer 2, which was on our list last year for
I ran
this
in the
category.
one, or
yeah,
the first one.
yeah, and they call it the Explorer Hybrid.
Yes.
But now they're just going Explorer 2. It's got its own category, and they've really updated this upper, which is exactly what we asked
Yeah.
for. And so now it still gives that similar feel of being like a super premium comfort
Yep.
shoe from top and bottom, but now with a little bit of security on top. And they do have the Explorer Pro version, which has even more security, like a more technical engineered mesh. But this was a really nice one to throw on. Like I live on gravel roads.
Yeah.
This feels very good on gravel roads, and it could go to some light trail as well.
Okay. How'd the heel do for you? Because the first version kind of hurt my Achilles.
Yeah,
No problems.
The heel construction was great. There's more structure, more padding, just
Love
all
it.
throughout.
Love it.
And the midsole and outsole are the same. So it's this PX foam, really cushy, really responsive, like pretty much everything you would want from a cushioned shoe.
Yep.
And it has this really unique Vittoria outsole. And so it's just really nicely traverses between basically any terrain and pavement.
Door to
And so,
forest.
door
Everything
to
between
forest.
door to forest.
DTF.
Thanks, Robbie.
Thanks, Robbie. But it didn't get the top spot, and the biggest difference.
I really want to try this shoe.
Yes, our top spot goes to the Mount to Coast H1.
I want
and
it.
the biggest reason is one, this is like almost 2 ounces lighter
Oh,
than
wow.
the
That's
Explorer 2,
significant.
which
Okay. It's probably from the outsole. I feel like that's got a pretty big outsole comparatively.
yeah, totally. And this has 2.5 millimeter lugs, which doesn't seem like it would do much, but it actually gripped enough
Okay.
on that light trail, gravel, and pavement. It did really well. But this one is just one of those shoes that you could actually buy, and it would be a great road shoe.
Yeah.
It could be a great
Looks so
light trail
nice.
shoe, and it especially is great in this category of gravel or hybrid or door to trail or
Door to forest.
door to forest.
All of it.
And it just feels good.
That would be a
looks
good
good.
JFK show.
It'd be a great JFK
Yeah.
shoe, actually. And so, and of course, with Mount to Coast, you get that dual lacing, which there was a little bit of extra room up here, which I
Okay.
think for those of you that want that extra room, especially if you're going the distance in a shoe like this, it's really nice to be able to decouple that lacing. I didn't think it was always entirely necessary,
Yeah.
but it is kind of one of those premium things to have. But we always talk about this circle cell midsole is the moneymaker here. It just
Moneymaker.
do
I
it
love
all
it.
type of thing. Okay. So we're going to go on to the hiking category.
What is a hiking category?
Yeah, and this is a question that I don't know if you get a lot.
Yeah.
I end up getting a lot, I think, because I live in an area where there's a ton of hikers with the national park nearby. But also they want many people are kind of ditching their hiking boots.
Yeah.
Because they know that trail shoes, one, have the grip, they have a more modern foam to feel
Yep.
good underfoot. And so those are the things that they're looking for most. And adding some stability there,
Yep.
because that's what the hiking boot would give them. So a lot of people are just going for trail runners for their hiking shoe, even long distance hiking.
I mean, most of ultra running is hiking a lot of the time.
Not a big secret there.
Yeah. Who came out with the power hiking hat? Was that Norda?
Oh, yeah. Norda and Ya Boy.
Yeah, your boy Scott Jerk did the Joe Rogan fake skit on. They were like, dude, the ultra running is just hiking. Look at these times. they're just walking.
Which, I mean, if you look at Javelina, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe
they are
not.
like sprinting.
Yeah.
Okay,
But-
got it. Hiking.
But I'm not going to, yeah. There's some races that aren't, but some that
Yeah.
are. And a lot of them. Yeah.
Hard
there's a lot of
rock is
hiking.
hard walk.
Ooh, I've never heard that one either.
Oh yeah, the hard walk.
Perfect. Okay, so if you're doing the hard walk or anything that's slower paced, but you want that cushion stability and some grip, one of them is the Topo Athletic Vista.
I ran a little bit in this one.
Yeah, and
Not a
this-
full
and-
review though.
Yeah, and you don't typically like a roomy
Yep.
fit, and this one has it. This is
It was still
definitely-
really nice though. Like
Yeah.
it was like a comfortable shoe. I could see why like for hiking it would be awesome.
Yeah.
But for running for me, I'm like I wanted it a little more snug. But for hiking, if you're gonna be
So-
out there for hours,
Exactly,
For sure.
and especially for like those through hikers.
Yeah.
That, like I know a lot of people go to the Ultra Olympus, but if
Yeah.
you want a little bit of drop, this has 5 millimeters of drop.
Okay.
Similar stack. It's their highest stacked trail shoe, and it's really soft. It's like
Yeah.
quite soft underneath. So if you want that anatomical, very roomy fit, cushioned, still stable, like this is, you can't really go wrong here for
Yeah.
a hiker. But
Who is our winner?
our winner in this category goes to the La Sportiva Prodigio Max. And
Okay.
one of the reasons why is that this is a little lighter. It's also going to be much more durable.
Yeah.
This foam, it's a 2-layered midsole, so the inner core is a little softer, the outer core is firmer, and it is like, I would say it's a medium soft density. But overall, this shoe's going to last a lot longer than most high stack shoes out there. And it also has just some great grip with that friction red outsole, which is in contention with Vibram most
Yeah.
of the time. Of like, this is just a great outsole design, and overall just durability, comfort. And I don't mean to, I hope it's not knocking shoes by calling them hikers.
Like to me, I'm like La Sportiva. We've both been incredibly impressed
Yeah.
with.
Mhm.
So like for me, I'm like this is a shoe. When I think hiker, I'm like I could be on my feet for a very long time.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
like so, I'm like this. It's just like ultra distance, but like maybe
Yep.
you're not like running the entire thing.
Exactly. And so,
You've got like a 50-pound bag on your back.
yeah, exactly. And so I would easily run miles in each of these and put
Yes.
a ton of summer miles especially, but that's also what showed me that these could be
Yeah.
great hikers for those
I
reasons.
should tell my mom to get these. She's a big hiker.
Teresa's mom?
Yeah.
So in the surprise category, these are brands that we haven't seen a lot from. Some
Yep.
of them we haven't seen anything from because it's
Yeah.
their first foray into the trail running industry. But
Here we
needless-
are.
yeah, they're just noobs, but they rocked it. And
Yeah.
so also they have a similar spec sheet to a lot of
Yes.
other trail runners, but they give a slightly different or unique experience. Like it's worth giving them some recognition.
Give credit where
here.
credit's due. You know?
Exactly. And so one of those, the honorable mention, is the Keen Seek Trail.
Yeah. Super surprised. I like this shoe. I just finished writing my review for this, and I remember seeing it at TrailCon and being like, oh my God, everyone's making a trail shoe.
Yeah.
And it
That's
was just
my exact thoughts.
Right, yeah. I was like, another one. Like I know I'm gonna review this. It's not gonna be good. Eating humble pie.
Mm-hmm.
It is a really fun shoe to run in. It's again like it could have been in that like do it all kind of category.
Yeah.
Like if you have like one shoe to bring in your carry-on, it's like this one actually
Yeah.
would be a good one to bring.
Absolutely.
And I felt like if like Topo is too wide for you or Ultra is too wide for you, this feels like a good middle ground of like,
Still has that anatomical
Yeah.
shape toe box, but it's not
yeah.
wide per se.
And the grip is
Yeah.
so good. It says it can last 925 miles. I mean, the shoe looks like I haven't run in it.
I mean,
and I've
yeah, I
logged
put
a lot.
a bunch of miles in this recently too, and there's like, I could wash it off.
Yeah, I was
and
like, there's no wear
sell
and
it
tear
on
on
eBay
this shoe.
for, I won't, but
Yes.
could sell it on
I think
eBay.
it's $180.
$185 bucks,
85, yeah.
which is steep up there. It actually reminded me of like the Brooks Catamount was in there, La Sportiva Prodigio Pro in some ways,
Yeah.
in terms of the overall fit and even a little bit of that underfoot feel.
I would choose this over the Brooks Catamount.
Oh, especially
all the time.
especially
Yeah.
number 4.
Number 4 was not good. This, like, and that's what I like can't get over is I'm like someone like Brooks who has so much depth of shoe technology and knowledge. Keen just came out and was just like, whoopsh.
Bam, bam. Yeah, I would not be surprised to see this.
Yeah.
On a lot of people's feet.
Yeah.
I actually hope it gets on a lot of people's feet.
Could be a hiking shoe. Yeah.
It really could, because, yeah, I don't think we need to say much more. It's
Yeah.
just a surprise, legitimately good shoe.
Yes. Thanks, Keen.
Thanks, Keen.
I think
Another-
sandals are a little weird, but your
Yeah.
your trail runners have it going on.
Perfect. And in that same vein, Rossignol is a ski company.
Yes.
Most known for their skiing. I
wanna
think
try
they've
this shit.
gotten into some biking and whatnot, but mountain sports nonetheless. And trail running is a mountain sport that's worth being part of. And this is the Vezzer.
Vezzer.
The Vezzer. And we got the Vericourse. Did you get that shoe too?
I did not. But this one looks fun. I would
Yeah,
like to try this.
It is totally fun. It has
Love this.
especially you. This is what many people will like, especially if you like a slimmer fit. It's really locked in and
Yeah.
secure, but underfoot, it actually reminded me of the Hoka Tectonics 2.
Okay.
And so it kind of had that really fun, like not too zippy, but
Yeah.
very noticeably
Yeah.
forward sensation. And this one's much slimmer, so it's even
Love a
more
good slim shoe.
Yeah, it was more nimble. So if you like a slimmer, faster shoe that you just need a little more character out of, this
Yeah.
has 2 layers of foam, but not too much.
Yeah.
It does have this unique shank in the middle,
Yeah. Interesting.
which most trail shoes would throw that more forward into the forefoot. This is controlling the midfoot a little bit more, so it does give a little bit of a firmer in the heel feel, which I don't mind at
Yeah.
all.
How was the Michelin outsole?
Michelin outsole was great.
Amazing. It
Yeah.
looks like it's got like pretty decent lugs in the middle and they
Yeah.
get a little smaller at the front, which I appreciate.
Some of my longest and fastest runs of the year
Yeah.
were in this shoe, and
Amazing.
I loved it, which is surprise.
Surprise.
And our surprise shoe of the year goes to, you got to just do this one.
I love this shoe. This is the Arc'teryx Cylon Pro. It is, I'm just surprised. I feel like Arc'teryx is in here twice. And I don't feel like they've been in like a best of for a while.
No, I don't think maybe they never have. The Norman possibly, which has been their staple shoe, but I'm really glad they're branching out because of shoes like this.
This one, we actually reviewed on camera together.
On a windy day.
Yeah.
Multiple times.
Multiple times on a windy day. But this one, like I have run on the road in it, and the rocker is so generous that it like feels fast on the road despite having like very luggy outsole, and it's like the Vibram light base mega grip. It just feels fast. I think it's fixed in future iterations. The heel is like a little unstable, which is maybe why it isn't in like the best.
And the foam is softer than I thought it would be. Softer and more reactive.
Yeah.
And so
the heel is just like
it.
a little unstable. So if you're doing like a lot of technical stuff, even though it does have like the mega grip, I think that was a little weird. Like a slightly unstable shape, but very grippy outsole. That's why it's not like a number
for sure,
one.
But
Yeah. But I love this shoe. I thought it was great. Laces need some work. But overall, like I would actually run with the shoe
Oh, totally.
almost anywhere. I ran in it in British Columbia on really technical trails and didn't shockingly twist my ankle. So
on our first miles with it, how smooth it felt on the lighter terrain, and then we got into some technical stuff.
feel fast.
And you just feel fast.
Yeah.
You feel good, feel fast.
Good work, Arc'teryx.
There we
Heading
go.
down the right path, right trail.
right trail. Okay, and now we're gonna get into our race day categories. Which one do you want to start with? Technical?
Either one.
Okay.
Dealer's choice.
Let's go sub ultra category. There's a couple of shoes in here that we really like, and the runner up goes to,
again, the North Face Summit Series Vective Sky 2. We don't need to really reiterate why this is so good, but again, it's that lower stack, lower cushion, so maybe it's not going to be great for the Ultra. Like I did have some issues at 100K, but when I've run 50 or so miles, totally fine. So
shorter,
50,
faster,
yeah.
technical terrain. That's an easy one to pick up.
Yeah, if you were doing like a 55K, perfect.
Yeah, and if you're doing anything that's more moderate to lower technical terrain, it's really hard to beat the Norda 005. It's one of those shoes that I keep calling like the pound for pound best shoe ever made, potentially. Just it is so light, feels so good, and I think this is kind of like the future of trail running footwear, and maybe just running footwear in general, where you can have a lower stack, but you still get all that energy return from the foam. You're still getting more cushion than you feel like you should.
Yeah.
But you're low enough to the ground where you feel very in control.
Yeah.
And so
this was a big popular shoe at Trans Rockies. People wore it every single day, 120 miles. Like no one got sick of it.
And I think this is the lightest trail shoe we've had the whole year.
It's that Dyneema.
Ooh, that Dyneema, that Arnatel midsole, and the first ever Vibram Mega Grip Elite outsole on there.
Yeah, Norda, I think people question the price point, which fair enough.
Yep.
But I do think in terms of durability, the shoe is going to last. I mean, Dyneema is indestructible.
Yeah. Well,
the
and
outsole.
even the outsole as well, you know, Vibram's tried and true. But
and it's just so, like, the quality, I think you get what you pay for. And, like, for this shoe, it is expensive, but every ingredient to the shoe is the highest quality ingredient, and it's just going to last. So it's like, buy once. I'm that kind of person.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
The less times I need to purchase something, the better.
And chances are, if you get in this shoe, you're going to buy it again.
Yeah.
It just provides that nice of an experience.
Yep.
Let's do the non-technical Ultra. We had to break those apart because there were so many discrepancies and so many shoes that are just targeted in certain
Very
areas.
niche areas.
And so the runner-up for non-technical Ultra.
This is the On Cloud Ultra Pro. I
love it.
I love this shoe.
I love that.
Like,
it's amazing that a shoe like this comes in at a runner-up.
Yeah.
Whereas I think like this could be kind of like a top tier, depending on who you are.
Yeah.
It's definitely top tier, but yeah.
I mean, I run on the road in this, and I love it. I run on gravel roads in this. I run on technical trails and love it.
But what do you love about it?
I mean, it is light. It like makes you feel fast. You are like being. It doesn't look like it has a huge rocker. It has a plate, but like the natural movement of running just feels so good.
The word efficient, if I did like a word search in our review, efficient came up so many times, and that's my most forward sensation in it. Like that's being figured out for ultra distance running. This one feels efficient, like one of the best sensations for running shoes if you just forget it's there. That's one of,
and like,
that's what I get here.
I have to, and this doesn't necessarily come into play into why it won, but when you wear it, it just looks good and it looks fast.
So good.
And the engineer, like the upper is so light and so thoughtfully designed. And I think just from where On was with their previous trail models, and they kind of went silent for a while and came back.
It doesn't really matter because I think we said that this is their first.
This is their
first trail
shoe. Great job.
And the one that really matters.
Yeah.
Okay, but then in this non-technical category, sometimes you want a little bit more of that kick it up and feel.
I want to run in this so bad.
You will run in it. And this is the Hoka Rocket X Trail. And it had a lot of the similar qualities to the On Cloud Ultra Pro.
Yeah.
Like it feels more efficient than anything, but you do get a little more responsiveness. And because of this unique rocker, a little more toe off.
Love a good rocker.
Yeah, and it's still really light. I mean, for how high of stack it is, it's more than 40 millimeters. I think it's 42.
I think it's 2 millimeter lugs.
Yeah, really subtle. And sadly not Mega Grip. That was definitely something that we didn't love about this shoe.
But you can tell like the bottoms of the shoes, the outsoles, right? Like this is definitely becoming more road adjacent.
Yeah.
Like there's so
Less
much
technical,
foam
for sure.
showing
Yeah.
comparatively. I mean, even here, I was almost like worried that this was too much foam for a technical trail. But yeah, I mean, definitely more on like the hybridy gravel.
For sure. And that's what they
scene.
say. They actually put this in the gravel category.
Yeah.
So non-technical.
Yep.
Think of it as light trail. When you say gravel, they think Western States.
Yep.
And that's what the shoe is designed for. And it's just, again, efficient, but you add that fun factor.
Yeah.
It's not as snappy as I thought it would
Oh,
be.
okay.
Or kind of wished it would be. But
Yeah.
I appreciated it more
Yeah.
as the longer I
Yeah.
went in a shoe like this. So
I'd be
Rocket X
curious.
Trail, Hoka.
Love it.
But on the technical side,
Yep.
which is kind of a unique, so non-technical, think of like Javelina,
Yep.
Western States, something like that. If we're going technical, going more towards more mountainous runs, where you do have to pay attention to
Yeah.
where your footfall is, all that kind of stuff. Maybe more up and down, that
Yep.
kind of stuff. Our runner-up here was the Salomon S-Lab Ultra Glide 1.5.
They went 1.5. Love
Yeah,
it.
and so they actually have
I haven't run
three
in this. It looks
different-
cool.
They have 3 different versions of this. In the first one, if you could get the cinching down right, I had to be able to pull my heel back into the pocket.
Okay.
If you could do that, you could run on a lot of different terrain.
Okay.
Even quite technical, even though this is like, again, more than 40 millimeters worth of
Yeah.
stack. And that unique outsole and midsole
Interesting.
design really
Yeah.
played into that. And so they designed this for dispersing energy in the
Okay.
like highest concentrated points
Yeah.
of where you're gonna do your foot strike. And so efficiency in that sense and just like comfort for
Yeah.
a long, long time was great. The reason why the 1.5 won over the 1, or even the S-Lab Ultra Glide Dust, which has the booty,
Oh.
which I think they maybe took their learnings from that
Okay.
and added it here. They adjusted the heel to
Okay.
be to really lock you in
Okay.
better. And so that's why the
I'd be
1.5.
interested, yeah.
If you're not always on technical train but still want to go long,
Yeah.
like those 200-mile races, which I don't know why anybody would want to do that. This would actually be my shoe, either the first one
Interesting.
or this
You
one.
think it'd be
to
good
go
for
that
200?
far. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
And so
Not that I'm signing up for a 200-mile
me
race.
neither, but I've thought about it.
I
We
don't
get
have
the
that
question.
I need like a vision quest.
Yeah, yeah. And so I think it does marry Solomon's like technical features
Yep.
of a really nice technical fit overall, plus with their newfound geometries and foams. I think it's a really solid shoe that
Love it.
I hope people will give a chance. So that's our runner-up.
Is this our...
That is our, it's an obvious choice.
I loved this shoe. This is the La Sportiva Prodigio Pro. This shoe and the Sky Vective 2.
Yep.
Those were the shoes I ran in Trans Rockies. It is so stable. It is like I literally can't say anything bad about this shoe. Nothing
I can't
bothered
either.
me.
And they kind of took the anti-stance of like, we're not doing a plate.
Yeah.
We actually took out the strobo layer so that you're right on top of that foam. So you're getting a little less from the inside to make it, you're really getting that softer, more energetic feel right underfoot,
Yep.
but it's not too soft that you're going side to side and just like everything from fit to underfoot feel,
The
to
upper,
grip,
like it wasn't
durability.
hot. It like I used this at that 50-something, the 33-mile race in Estes. So I ran, 5.5 hours in this? Totally
Yeah,
fine.
and I ran 50 of the 100 miles
Yeah.
at Leadville.
Yeah.
Fantastic. My feet felt better than any race that I have.
It just, for me, being so conscious of having a stable shoe, I trusted, the North Face and then this shoe
Yeah.
to like secure my ankle and foot and entire self. And it has never failed me. I love
Yeah.
it.
It's
Just so
if-
good. La Sportiva crushed
if
it.
it was able to retain its previous price point, which was like 185, I think.
Yeah. I
think
think
that
this
would-
220.
And now it's up to 220 or 225.
Okay.
I think that would have been the best value shoe
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But it's hard to say something that's over $200 is the best value.
Yeah.
But for performance wise, yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so that's our racing categories. And now we have one more category, which is our overall picks
Okay.
for the year, which happen to be a lot of racing shoes. These are what you'll see all of these shoes again. But really the racing category is where brands put their best technology.
Yeah.
And of course, you're going to get the best experience.
Yeah.
So I had to throw an honorable mention in there. And even though it was second in the non-technical ultra distance,
Yes.
this shoe just overall, I felt like it has more versatility
Yeah.
than the Rocket X, which is why that's not Rocket X Trail, why it's not here. But yeah, in just terms of
Such a good show.
such a good shoe, really pressing the boundaries for On as a brand and just the trail running category
Yeah.
in terms of versatile trail racing shoes.
Yeah.
We don't need to spend too much time on honorable mentions, but our second place is the Norda 005. For the reason
like a
of like
snob.
quality, just feels so
Yep.
good. We talked about the 005 being like the pound for pound best shoe
Yep.
ever made, potentially.
It's, yeah.
Light, fast, comfortable, like feels like an extension of your foot. There is a little extra room there. I wouldn't take this on super technical or super long,
Yeah.
but it's versatile in all other senses.
Yeah.
That just such a phenomenally performing shoe. And I've maybe seen this one and the next one we're going to talk about
Okay.
at race day scenarios more than any other shoe
Okay.
this year.
Yeah.
So Norda 005,
So good.
runner up for overall shoe of the year.
Who is our winner?
Mm-hmm. It's, yeah, kind of obvious.
Our winner is, again, the La Sportiva Prodigio Pro. I keep choosing the shoe over and over.
Yeah.
I see everyone choose it. Like, it is like a thing now. I go to a race and I'm like, La Sportiva, La Sportiva. And I think prior to this year, I never saw a shoe like that, like a La Sportiva show up that much. Because
No.
they've been really focused on more of the like approach, very scrambly, the outer, like the outsole.
Mountainous
Yeah.
is that's their background, and they've
Yeah.
always been so hard into the mountain category
Yeah.
that I feel like they've kind of missed out on some
Yeah,
things.
you couldn't do the run with it, but this,
And so the whole Prodigio line is oriented toward this.
Yep.
And yeah, it's just such. But the thing is, with this shoe, I don't think they lost their mountain capability.
No.
It's like still very much there.
Yeah.
Like if we did give this the overall award, but this could have won best value potentially.
Yep.
Could have won long distance or ultra and sub ultra categories. It could have won, moderate or the high stack
Yeah.
category. It could have won a lot of different.
its name was
do-it-all.
dropped everywhere.
Yes.
Like
And
I
so-
would, if you could buy like one shoe, it'd probably be one of these, like the Norda or this,
Yeah.
and not be disappointed.
Yeah, I really don't think so. It's just one of those, like,
Well, like even the other day, my friend texted me. She was running the 50 Run Rabbit Run, and she was like, "What shoe do you recommend?" And it's just like this one.
Yep.
Like just buy this one.
Prodigio Pro, baby.
Prodigio Pro.
Prodigio Pro.
No matter and I feel like it fits so many different types of foot shapes because even they have like the plus version of
Yep.
some of the sizes.
Yep.
And like for me, I loved the heel. You could really lock it down. The tongue was very comfortable. Like, I don't know. I love it.
I love it too. And
Good work.
when you're finding a shoe that, like, I don't know another shoe that I would choose over this out of any year. Like, it
Yeah.
might provide the best trail running experience I've ever had.
Yeah.
And so that's saying something.
I'd run in that on Javelina, the Grand Canyon. If I weren't changing shoes for JFK,
Yeah.
I would probably run in that.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I'm not going to be upset on any of the terrain.
Yep. Banner year.
Yeah. This was a crazy, I'm like, can you guys like space out good shoes?
Seriously. And I'm seeing some of the shoes that are coming for next year, which
Yeah.
doesn't have to be part of this conversation, but wow, it's not slowing down.
No.
The options, the
I'm gonna need a bigger closet.
oh my gosh, yeah.
This was good.
Yeah. Best in gear. Believe in the run.
Yeah.
Okay, we did
Good
it.
team go. Okay.
Oh yeah, we almost turkeyed each other.
Yeah.
Turkey.
Awkward ending.
Catch more reviews on YouTube. Where else could they find them?
On BelieveInTheRun.com.
BelieveInTheRun.com. You can catch us, the Dirt Division, on our The Drop segment on Wednesdays, but there's also a guest on Mondays, Fuel for the Soul on Tuesdays.
Oh my gosh.
the
drop is on
road
Friday,
crew
yeah.
on Friday.
If
We're
you
everywhere.
just need to listen to us yammer on, come join us. You can find us.
Mostly on running.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I tend to go down a lot of side tangents.
which is great.
Yeah.
And then also, Robbie puts a lot of work into the newsletter, on Instagram.
LinkedIn.
Linked.
Endorse me on LinkedIn.
Yeah,
Do not.
just go anywhere and you'll find us.
Yeah. All right.
Believe in the Run out.
Bye. The sun feels so good.
Yes, it does. Do you want to go to technical? What she got it
Mummerland.
going on?
My mom is like she's a badass.
Oh.
Yeah, she is like hiking everywhere all of the time, doing crazy through hikes, backpacking.
Who's saying Stacy's mom?
Yes, Stacy's. Who sang that song?
Yeah, I
don't know.
can't even remember.
Stacy's
But
mom.
Teresa's mom?
My sister is named Stacy.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there it is. Wow.
It is Stacy's
that
mom.
about your mom then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
North Face.
North Face. Thanks.
Slapping. All right.
Bussin'. What does bussin' mean?
Bussin'.
Oh,
I don't
the
think I
sun.
have the liberty to say what that actually means.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to have you do both of these because you love the Vective Sky 2.
Yes.
And I actually didn't run in the... Again, we don't,
Norda coming
man,
through.
we don't need
I'm
to
in Norda's
spend-
right now.
And I wish I was in Nordis. I
Yeah.
spend most of my days in Nordis, actually.
Yeah, I have Norda slides that I am, even though it's becoming winter, I'm in Norda slides.
You got it.
I want Norda clogs. These are kind of them.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
I want a backless shoe.
yeah. I want another one.
Yeah.
Just give me all Norda, and it's fine.